And our guest this week, Terry Griffin, who is with K-State Ag Economics and one of the presenters at the recent Risk Profit Conference in Manhattan, and doing a lot of viewing some of those myths when it comes to technology adaptation. What else did you have?
We talked about farm data quality, in particular yield monitors, and we've always been told that we need to calibrate yield monitors, and that's true. The thing that I tried to bust with a myth was we do not need to clean yield monitor data after we collect it, which I'm a big believer in improving the data quality by flagging yield monitor data points that were measured when the combine was not able to make accurate measurements. When it's speeding up, slowing down, if you've ever played with a Hydra stat on the combine, you'll see the numbers would change on the yield monitor. And it's those types of effects that we were talking about that we need to remove, especially if we're doing on-farm experiments or if we're wanting to participate in a farm data community systems.
Okay, and then I want to talk about also the reaction from farmers. Anything else that you were able to get to?
Yeah, the fourth myth was a lot of farmers said, you know what, this is stressful. I'm just going to walk away and go completely off the grid, which the fourth myth. Going off the grid is not sustainable long term. It may be a short-term solution for some folks, but ag technology, precision agriculture specifically, is not going away. Will become just plain old agriculture someday. We'll drop to precision.
Okay, so let's talk about reaction from the audience. Farmers receptive to what you said?
A lot of them agreed. I think I was trying to relieve some stress from a lot of farms are feeling FOMO, fear of missing out, from not having all the technology. So I showed them that not every farm in Kansas has everything. You know, even let's say variable rate fertility is less than 20% of farms are telling me that they're using that technology. And so I think I relieved some stress, or I hope to. That was my intent. They seem to be receptive to the message.
Do we find early adopters adopting all the technologies, or have they kind of taken one at a time?
The stats would suggest that if you have technology, chances are you have three, although having zero technologies is really common as well. I looked at farms that have 8. There's only a handful of farms in the state that have all 8 of the technologies I had on my list. If we look at the early adopters, they were a different set of farms. They were younger and been farming for less years. And speaking of ages, we evaluated this by generation. So in the media we hear about millennials, whether it's avocado on their toast, those types of issues. So we evaluated how baby boomers who were born after World War II differ from millennials who are essentially between 25 to 40 years old today. And there are differences between generations, and again, younger farms have more technology.
Interesting stuff. So I assume this will be, I think you and I talked about this a few years ago, so I think it'll be interesting in a couple more years to see where we are.
The database is alive. It's growing every 6 months. We get an update, and all of our results are on the Kansas State University Department of Ag Economics website, Ag Manager.
Agmanager.info.
It is. Yeah.
Great. Terry, I appreciate the update. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Terry Griffith with the Department of Ag Economics at K-State joining us. Stay with us. We'll have more coming up.